Hello, everybody, and welcome to another, I'm sure will be thrilling episode of Roll20 Presents Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We are sans le chat down here. Jewel has evaporated into the hands of some cultists, so it's just the three of these nerds today, and I'm super excited to see if you can fight your way out.
I was just gonna say, is this the first episode we've done without someone? But I realized I was not here for one episode of Tomb.
There was a Tomb episode where Ishii was away, yeah, and then Ishii came in and tried to save everybody.
I wasn't there. I was unconscious one week.
Oh, that's right too.
Also
yeah,
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought this was the first time.
Yeah. This is it. This is the new way we do it. When characters get knocked unconscious or kidnapped, we just kick their player out of the game until the others save them. And if they fail to save them, well, that's it. Eventually, this will just be a no-player show.
If we're going by the letter of the law, then I would like to volunteer that when we kick them out, we also send them to Disneyland, which is where Lauren is right now.
Oh, okay. Good. That sounds totally fiscally possible. We could definitely do that.
Because
your consolation prize for not being in this D&D game is that you go to Disneyland.
Honestly, I'm looking really busy.
Honestly, I could take about one visit to Disneyland a year, but I could play role-playing games every goddamn day of the week. So I know which one I would pick.
That's fair.
If I had to choose between RPGs and Disneyland, sorry, Mickey, get the hell out of here. Yep. I'm really excited. I'm excited to play. I had folks. So folks at Roll20 Command have been asking me, "Hey Adam, when is the cast going to go to the Dungeon of the Mad Mage? We want to be ready to promote it, and we want to talk about that." And fans,
everything. Let's go.
Fans keep asking me like, "Are you guys going to do Mad Mage? Like when are you going to be done with the Dragon Heist?" And I'm like, listen, all right, role-playing games are a tumultuous affair, and sometimes you can guess, and other times you're like, I don't know when they're gonna get there. I don't know. Listen, it's complicated.
We could have talked to the dragon and got a portion of the treasure, and I was like, nah, I feel like another episode. Watch this. And then we did. We extended the campaign. It was incredible.
That's right. As a dungeon master, you got to give up control sometimes, and sometimes you got to give up control to your players. Sometimes you got to give it up to the schedule. So we just got to do what we got to do. And you know what? The yawning portal will be there waiting for us as soon as we're done faffing about with the heist. It was possible that last episode would be our last episode, but a certain old dwarf got shot with a certain character's longbow, and
we're all one held action away from chaos.
That's right. I feel like they make a good T-shirt. We're all just one held action away from total chaos.
It's like a play on the Joker, like One Bad Day.
Yeah, I like it. Introduce a little longbow, and everybody loses their goddamn mind. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at vis-a-vis the adventure. But let's check in with our players. How are you doing? How are you doing as people? What's going on, everybody? How are things? Blue Jay, are you surviving the snowpocalypse?
Well, I am not accustomed to snow. It's a newish thing for me, being from California, the part of California where it does not snow, because there are parts where it does, and I know I make that assumption a lot, but this snow is disappointing me in a lot of ways.
Damn. Cold.
The fact
that you're starting to grow disdainful of the snow?
No, just that there's not enough of it.
Damn it!
It's my issue. Adam came to visit, and it was snowing, and the snow was coming down, and it was just not laying down on the ground. It was just melting, and I was like, why is it like this? It's cold outside. It's cold enough to snow. I just I don't get it, so I just get mad instead.
Yeah, the emotional narrative arc that you had going on when it started to snow was amazing, because you were like, it's gonna snow so much. There's gonna be so much snow, and then there was kind of an okay amount of snow in the air, and you were like, hooray, snow. And then about an hour later, you're like, it's not sticking. What's happening? It just got angrier and angrier.
Blue Jay mad at the weather, like a thing she cannot change.
And then I got 2 different apps, and both of the apps are telling me different things about the snow. And
so that's another magical way of approaching the world. The weather app doesn't tell me what I want to hear. I'm gonna download some more weather apps. Yeah, can I just find a weather app that tells me it's gonna be sunny tomorrow?
Yeah, so one of the apps that's supposedly more accurate is like, no, it's gonna rain, not snow. And I'm like, fuck you, I'm going to this other app. And it's like, it'll snow. And I'm like, you're the best. I love you.
Right.
See,
This is
go
this is
ahead
why.
and get that meme of old man yells at cloud.
Mhm,
Just put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Exactly.
Thank you.
This is how like Jafar types get into power, where like the local ruler is just like, I don't like how things are, but I don't want to change them. So I'm just gonna get an advisor who tells me that they're different than I actually see them being. So that's it. That's what's happening. Good
Yeah,
job.
but it's snowing. Seattle doesn't know how to deal with it. It's fine because I work from home. I had someone deliver me groceries yesterday because I work from home and I didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
That was great. I got a pie and some roses, so I am equipped for
Good.
the weather.
Good. Typical survivalist stuff. Some people want, like canned food and AK-47s, but not our Macaria. It's good.
I have a what is it? Mulberry, some kind of berry, Marionberry. I have a Marionberry pie. It's vegan.
Fantastic.
So I'm going to eat it all by myself.
Tune in next time for what kind of pie does Blue Jay have today? Thanks, Blue Jay. Thanks for the update. Don't get snowed in. Enjoy your pie.
I mean, it doesn't matter if I get snowed in.
Up here in Canada, we're used to the snow. It's interesting because the amount of snow that we have in Vancouver, and I'm sure Elf, this is causing a lot of eye rolling on your behalf. The amount here is like the same, if not more, than there was in Seattle. But we're just like, yes, it's winter.
It's winter. Yeah.
That's how it goes. Yeah.
What I would say is I don't know that I have more snow necessarily. I think I do, but I'm not an avid weather report app connoisseur as Blue Jay is. So I don't have several weather report apps to tell me the depth or breadth of snow. I just know that it's fucking cold and has been fucking cold for a really long time.
Today's the coldest it's been. Today's the coldest it's been here, and it doesn't get that cold, but it's like -10 or something today. So like, that's a lot for us.
Like -20 something.
Yeah.
Like -23. I don't know. It's not as bad as it was a little while ago, but you know.
So what's the what temperature does your LARPing bottom out on? Like at what point? Never. You're like
no.
Nice.
In winter, the way that we do it is usually we rent like Christian camps and stuff, that summer camps and whatever and that kind of crap.
I'm aware
have
of them.
Like cabins.
Yeah.
Here the cabins are often heated. So we're the people who give them business over winter.
Right.
We just like stay inside when we're sleeping and then dress appropriately and come out and kill things, like fake things, obviously. But like that.
Right. I mean, there's this other thing where people go out into the wilderness and kill things, but that's called hunting. That's a different. That's
very different.
Yeah.
Don't get them confused.
Yeah, they're different. They're different things, and yeah.
But yeah, so there's no like it's too cold, it's canceled.
Yeah.
Though there is like there's too much snow we can't get on these fucking back roads that lead to sites problems. Though usually it's just like don't get stuck, you morons. And, like that's it.
This weather for us is like your car is gonna be where it is for like a week. Just let it rest. Just let it hang out, and you're fine. But I can imagine like I'm thinking about like a bunch of like badass LARPers in like fucking Siberia, like is like -45 degrees. Fuck it, I'm going to go pretend to be Elf. Like
here's the thing, right? Like here, and I mean, like last time we went in January, it was like -40 or some shit. It was
right.
Cold.
Yeah.
And you can't just walk around with like your winter jacket on. You gotta it's gotta look decorum. So it's like, okay, well, I guess I'm wearing layers of wool.
Excuse you. My new character's name is the Wizard Gore-Tex, and this is his traditional garb, okay? So he got it at the MEC, and he's very warm. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's good.
I cast Burning Pants. Now I'm warm.
I don't know. There's something characterful about a different approach to the temperature as well.
Sure.
Like I hate the cold. I really hate it. But I have a character who's like, yes, the brisk sharpness of this cold fits my edginess.
Nice.
And like then I can get into it.
Do you ever do that? You ever do that in real life where you like have to do something and you're like, maybe I'll just invent a character that is better at doing this thing than me, and now I can like talk to someone on the phone about my taxes.
Like micro LARPs of life. Yeah.
No, it's a really good approach that like I'm gonna just pretend to be someone who is more competent at this, and I'm good at pretending even though I don't feel like I'm good at this thing, and then you just don't feel as bad, and then you're like, I can handle this because I'm just pretending to be a dimension shifted version of me.
This person on the phone is being rude to some person I just made up, not me. It's fine.
Yeah, I feel that. Man, that's a good call. I'm into it. I'm gonna make up a bunch of personalities and just pretend to be them. I mean, people who work in retail have to do this all the time, where it's like, hi, I'm pretending to be a person who gives a shit about your day. How was your day? Yeah, I feel it.
True.
Yeah, at least here on this show, we only have to pretend to be half elves and robot murderers.
It's true. Yeah. Pretending to give a shit about someone's day is so much harder.
Right. Again, I would rather play role-playing games than have to pretend that I care about some random stranger's day. But I care about Dave's day. Dave, you had a hell of a day, and I'm really glad that you're here. Hanging out with us. I always forget that for you it's the end of the day, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just getting started, everything's great, and Dave's like, I'm done. This shit's over. What have you been up to, my Dave?
Like good stuff. I did planning for my life. It's pretty interesting. I've slowly been putting in things every week. It's an extended New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
It's going pretty well.
Nice.
So I've been doing some learning 3D modeling, which is
sick.
Fun. I'm almost at the point where I can basically make any shape, which is good because then when you got all the shapes down, you just stick them together.
That was I'm a person who can't draw or create. I have to find art in the world and then just sneak up on it. But as every time I've ever heard anyone talking about drawing or anything, they're just like, just learn some shapes. Everything's made up of shapes. And I'm like, that's a fucking truism. Thanks. Great. I drew this collection of triangles. It doesn't look like Optimus Prime, does it?
It's because you missed out on the squares.
Well, a square is just two triangles.
You're only good at triangles, Adam, obviously.
But I thought polygons were triangles. Dave, help me. How do I make an Optimus Prime out of triangles?
I don't know. I was making a donut.
Cool.
Which is, interesting. Probably not something I'm going to use in my goal of just making cool weapons and shit.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. That'd be sweet as hell as a job. Just be like, all right, here's a video game. Your job, make all the swords. And I'll be like,
yeah. Weapon master of weapons that don't exist. Yeah. That sounds like a perfect job for Dave. Weapons concept artist.
Yeah, so I'm learning that at the moment. Once I get okay at that, I'll learn some concept art so I can draw my own things instead of copying other people's things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been really nice and fulfilling.
Nice.
Then I was at the vet for 2.5 hours.
That's less fun.
That was less fun. And there were dogs everywhere. And people's dogs go up to a cat and hi, I'm a menace. Oh no, get away from him. I'll kick him in the mouth. I was thinking about it. There's one that kept barking at my cat when he was in his carrier.
I just imagine you like a warlock just clutching your cat in a dark hooded cloak, just glaring at people stay away from my precious cat.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was very polite. I was like, excuse me, could you move your dog to the other side of the waiting area? It's like, oh, it's not enough room. I was like, oh, okay. And I just maneuvered, and I was I put it in their face, and I was like, I'll kill it. I'll punch in the kidneys. It was great. Drop kick the dog across the store.
Yeah. And again, going back to what we were saying, the elf, it's nice to imagine a fantasy world where you have more agency than you have in real life, where you're like, I can't do anything about this rude person and their dog, but I can imagine a scenario where I'm 8 feet tall and I have an enormous sword, and you're all cut in half.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. It was pretty good.
Isn't the power of imagination great?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yes. Murderous ideation.
Listen, you know what? Who hasn't today had a thought where
I haven't, but
to be completely fair, and this is a great segue, we're about to play the world's most famous role-playing game in which murderous ideation is the name of the game. We have some people to ideate some murders upon. So while Jewel is taking a trip to Disneyland, in the meantime, the three of you, well, two of you have to escape from the vault. One of you has already escaped with the doppelganger in tow.
Sup, I'm the one who can turn invisible.
Yeah, right. I mean, I feel like Dave, you've had some experience with like the person who can turn invisible or hide being the only one left alive.
Oh, yes.
We all have. Does anyone remember Graveris? Because I do.
Graveris has been filed away with Smith, July, and Yoji as characters who no one can remember or is allowed to, which is what I think
remember.
Graveris would want.
Lane died off screen. That's what I'm saying.
I
Let's
mean,
forget.
yeah.
Off screen.
Yeah.
Hashtag Graveris lives.
I mean, we all know that to be the case, right? But Graveris was never a person in the first place, right? Graveris was like a false identity for a character we never got to know.
That's true. We actually never knew their name.
Yeah. So, I guess you have some help though, 8 and Makaria, and we'll start with those two, and then we can cut to like Rin when the invisibility spell wears off, because you have an hour of sneaking away. So we'll start with Makaria and 8, and with the Black Viper. Now, 8, you've got 28 hit points.
I sure did.
The Black Viper's got 24, and Makaria's got 28 as well. And you are all down at the bottom of a staircase, and you hear what you think to be Rin upstairs, except 8, you have just had the revelation of like, wait a second. That's not Rin. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you sure? It sounds
Yes.
an awful lot like Rin to me, but I don't really listen when she speaks, so.
I believe Rin's voice is the one that I have heard most throughout my entire existence. I would be
Alright.
certain of such a thing.
Aw.
Well then, suggestions. It could be what was her name? The doppelganger woman that was waiting, but I don't see why she would impersonate Rin. It could be the Castellanter's doppelganger here to, I don't know, viciously murder us.
And the Black Viper is like, rubbing her head 'cause she hit it when she fell, and she's like, does everyone have a doppelganger?
It seems that way.
Oh,
For some reason, they were required. Were you not there for the door?
she nods and she says, I guess I just thought that they were a bit rarer a commodity.
That's what they want you to think.
They're everywhere. No, that's... Well, they were in where I was from, but they were slightly different. Not doppelganger. I'll tell you after.
What do you think would happen if we try to lure whomever it is impersonating Rin down into the vault with the dragon?
I would cut off their head.
Well, we could just, I mean, sure, that sounds like the most direct route. How about you go ahead, 8? I'll be down here.
You need to hide as well. It would not be a good ambush if they can see some of us.
Oh, I don't think they're planning on coming down. I guess eventually they have to, right? If they want to get the gold, they'd have to come down here.
This situation that we find ourselves in, of remaining within the vault, I am able to subsist here for literally ever, as far as I have been made aware.
Oh, I can make food and water.
I do not need either of these.
I mean, for myself and maybe her if she's not annoying.
You hear a voice from inside the vault. You can't stay here. It's my vault. Get out.
Yes, we're working on it.
Anytime now.
So
Senile drain.
I'm no good at pretense. I yell up the stairs. We know you're not Rin.
Yes, I am.
Not you.
No, that's from upstairs. I can't do Rin's voice. You hear from upstairs. What are you talking about? Of course I am.
I'm not stupid.
It was me who, but
There's silence. Can you make a perception check, both of you?
Sure.
Okay.
I get a 9.
Okay.
I get that.
Nice. Get the 18. Okay. So you hear whispering upstairs, like there's like a couple of voices. 8.
How many like steps is it up the stairs?
Well, let's see. If we were to guess, each square is 15, but it doesn't say. You know what? I bet you the description of this area will let me
At
know.
least says how tall the ceilings
It probably
are.
says no. It probably says how many, because it often says like X amount of stairs down or like however far. So
Oh,
let me
okay.
look in area V7 and I will find out.
Anyway, I probably don't hear anything.
No,
or at
you
least
just hear-
whispering, but 8 like actually hears stuff.
Yeah. And I just
Ooh, okay. It's a long staircase. Let's see. A spiral stone staircase descending 120 feet.
wow.
All right.
So like
Well,
10
you
stories.
have very good hearing.
Yeah.
I mean,
guess I
it
do.
echoes and they're shouting and stuff, but yeah, you hear.
Do I have any stuff in my pack that would come up with a good plan? God, I remember what happened last time there were enemies at the top of the staircase that I locked down. It was a long time ago, but it was a good trap, and it involved butter and ball bearings.
What?
Yeah, you're lucky that they don't have any like boiling oil or whatever to pour down the stairs.
Well, either we go up or they come down.
If we get within, I don't know, 20 feet or something, I could just send my spiritual weapon up and.
You have to be able to see it.
Well, never mind.
Because at the top, the thing about the stairs is that there's really only like 10 feet of visibility because you come around the last thing and then you'll see up the stairs.
I wish I could have my spiritual weapon be a grenade.
I believe that we have one of those, and it's for killing sloths and
Sloths.
and antelopes. But you have to count to a certain number before you use it. Yeah, so there's like a lot of windy stairs, and then about 10 feet of visibility to whoever's at the top as the thing like opens up onto the floor.
Well, I mean, we don't know how many people are up there, but we do know what they want, and that's to murder us all. So what's the plan?
I think we should pretend that we are willing to discuss an equal share of the treasure. And then when they come to discuss it with us, we would kill them. I don't think I should tell them.
Just give me one moment. I'm very good with people.
Yes.
I don't want any of the damned treasure. The dragon won't let us take it anyway. Just let us out, will you?
Cut to upstairs. A creature wearing a fancy-looking black and red like waistcoat and like a chauffeur's jacket and like riding boots, but that has Rin's face. Like looks at the others and kind of like, and then turns back and says, "So you're like the dragon won't let us have it anyway?" Yeah. I think then you hear the voice of Willifert Crowell, the footman, the demonic footman, the tiefling footman, and he says, "What's this about a dragon?" And it all like echoes off the stairs.
I told you. See,
This is the most annoying negotiation of all time, but I know they'll kill me. You didn't suppose that that Rainer, what's his face, left all that money down here unguarded, did you? If you did, you're an idiot. In fact, I think you're an idiot, whether you did or not.
I assume you see that part quiet.
Yes.
Okay. So there's a pause, and you're like, and you say it's being guarded.
Of course it is. Oh my god. If I come up there, will you promise not to immediately murder me and my friends? This is quite a difficult conversation to be yelling.
I'm not going to promise to not murder them back.
No, I didn't ask for you to promise that.
So I'm not sure who needs to make the deception check. There's a lot of bullshit going on here.
I think it's probably me.
So but you haven't made an offer. You haven't lied. You've just said, "Are you going to promise not to?" Then there's a pause, and then you hear, and they're like echoing off the.
I think it's an insight check then.
Yeah. Well, so you hear echoing off the walls. You hear, "Why don't you tell us what you and your friends propose?"
Not yelling up the staircase.
I mean, they don't care about that. They can just leave you down here and be like, "Fuck you, you'll die of old age. Like, you'll starve." But like, if you have something you want them to do, you have to tell them. You can't just kind of be like, they don't care about yelling.
Oh, okay.
They don't like you. They want you dead. So you have to like give me something to roll against, right? Like, because right now they have a huge advantage over you in the sense that they know they're blocking the only way out.
Right. Leverage.
Tell them that I won't kill them, but I actually will.
That's
so deceptive.
So deceptive.
I will tell you the plan to circumvent the Dragon Guardian and allow you to take as much of the gold as you can carry if you'll not kill us.
I don't know.
All right, make a deception check.
Okay. 7.
Oh dear. Okay. All right, chat. You're gonna be able to see this, but they won't. So. Okay, so there's a shout from upstairs. It's like you hear some more whispering, and like they might believe that you know some secret thing about the vault that they don't because you beat them here, right? So, you hear the voice come down the stairs like, "Very well, come on up."
8, you know that they're going to murder us all, right? Or
Yes.
try, rather.
When we get like halfway up the stairs, can you cast a bunch of buff spells on me so I can kill them?
I can cast 1, yes. If you prefer that to healing, I only have the 1.
Yes.
All right, well, go ahead. I will follow you.
Good.
Sorry, Viper, you don't mind that we're just going to murder them? I don't know where you stand on the murdering strangers front.
Well, are we sure? Are we sure there's no other way out?
Well, no,
Yes.
but if you would like to go negotiate with the dragon who insisted that I carry this monstrosity of a machine up these stairs, then be my guest.
She puts her hands up and she's like, she says to 8, "Wow, she's really difficult, isn't she?" Turns back
Yes.
to you. "I missed the other one." "Well, if you don't think there's any other way out except through that dragon, how many?" And she says this to 8. "How many do you figure are up there?"
Do you do you want me to guess from the?
You couldn't. I don't think you can make a informed guess.
My guess is at least 1, because that's the one we've been talking to.
Yeah,
Probably more.
just the doppelganger cultists, probably low-level priests, many but weak individually.
And the plan is that we.
The plan is that we have this murder bot go up and murder.
Right. And what's the backup?
The backup plan is we all die.
That's a terrible backup plan.
I think it's fine.
She squints at you. She says, "Well, we've kind of got our back against the wall, don't we? Listen, as long as the two of you are going up ahead of me, if there's a fight, there's a fight. But if it looks like it's going to go, if it looks like it's going to go bad, don't expect any heroics out of me."
I will stay in melee combat so that you can get your sneak attack bonus when you fly.
Nice.
Worry not for this.
I'm very good at this game of life.
All right. Well, go ahead, 8. I'll be right behind you.
We are coming up.
Cast whatever.
I do not have my weapons drawn.
Yeah, so we cut back upstairs and we have all these cultists and knives, and like, neither do we.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up the stairs and you're just gonna fucking fight them. I'm just gonna fight them instead.
Yeah.
We're gonna see them, we're gonna roll initiative, and we're gonna just kill each other.
Okay. All right. So your friend is going to sneak. She had to come out in the open to see you and be able to talk to you, but she's gonna sneak up behind you. So I'll roll for her again.
I wish my armor was fixed.
Okay. All right. So she's gonna stay behind, just a little out of sight, and you will ascend up the stairs until basically, as soon as 8 sees a target, and then we'll roll.
Yes.
So let me just go ahead and I'll move all of you up there.
Yeah.
And we'll just.
So you're gonna pre-buff. It's up to you.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What sucks is that the only buff I have is Bless, and I have to cast it at level 2 because I only have a level 2 spell slot.
Perfect.
Wasting spells like nobody's business.
Okay. And I'll just keep her on.
This will be good though, because I'll like probably one-shot people.
Okay, so this is
I wish you
what
luck, comrades. I really don't want to have to rescue 3 people. It's gonna be really hard.
so this is what you see, and let me draw like a little sideways diagram, right? Because like if we zoom in a little here, so what we're seeing is like here's the staircase, right? Like it comes up like this, right? And then we have like people upstairs waiting around the stairs to murder you. And as you emerge, 8, you're going to be partway down the stairs and they're going to start stabbing at your head.
So stab at their legs.
That's fine. Yeah.
But the whole staircase area is like a bit of a falling hazard. So they can't, it's not like you're actually surrounded like this, because like Macaria, you're technically like half a level down. Right?
Yeah.
Like when 8 starts getting fought, your head is still like down here. So they could like kick you in the face, I guess, but that's not really like they can't really attack
I'm gonna cast Bless and then duck behind the corner because I cannot do anything.
Sure. Yeah.
If Bless is my only spell.
So for them to attack, what I could envision happening, and if you'll excuse me a moment, Macaria, I'm just gonna move you over here.
Yeah.
What will probably happen is these guys on their turn will jump down into the stairwell. In which case, it'll be 8 surrounded at the top of the stairs, and then maybe 1 or 2 of these fanatics can turn around if you're within 5 feet, Macaria. So it's very hard to describe like a spiral staircase from above in terms of the way that D&D does fighting.
Yeah, okay, I see.
Yeah,
so
no,
like they would leap down onto the stairs, none of them falling more than like 5 feet, right? They would drop down on the stairs. Some of them would be at waist level, so they're slashing out and hitting your face, 8. Others are trying to like get at your legs. But the thing is like, yeah, they're all kind of surrounding and dropping in, which means that Macaria will be only be able to fight one of them, and 8, you'll have to fight all the rest of them yourself. But I feel like you and I are on the same page in terms of your ability to do that. So
yeah,
let's see how it goes.
Is
that the plan?
I'm personally hoping that the Black Viper does anything, because
I mean, she can't. She's too far back. There's no room.
I'm gonna run down the stairs.
Yeah, but then the 2 of you will just be down at the bottom of the stairs. She said, as long as the 2 of you are in front of me, I'll help.
She's not going to willingly.
She's
fight.
not a frontline fighter. She'll just drop.
Okay,
she's
whatever.
sneaky.
Fine.
She's as bad at fighting as you are.
No, she's better than me.
Not
I
right
have
now.
2
She's
negatives
not.
in strength and dexterity.
So, yeah. So you can basically, Macaria, you're only going to be threatened by one of them, but you can also fight one at a time. And then, yeah. So let's roll initiative.
Yeah, whatever you feel like.
So like Macaria, you're not really there. You're actually like down a level and kind of back 1.
Well, that's good because my initiative is 4.
But yeah, roll your initiatives here. I gotta roll 3.
Because we like knew that we were coming up the stairs. I have cast Bless before?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. If there's any spells, whatever you want to be concentrating on something, you can do it at the last minute before your turn.
The pre-buffs.
Yeah, the pre-buffs are important.
I have to cast it at level 2. Obviously,
Ooh, I think I
I'm
have-
wasting the additional creature because it's just me, 8, and the Black
Oh,
Viper.
I forgot to add it. I found so Roll20 has all these little animated spell effects now. I forgot to add them onto this campaign because they're an add-on. But they're little animated GIFs, and you put them on the characters, and they sparkle and stuff. It's
Oh
so
my
cool.
god, I love them.
I know they're really cool, but I forgot to add them. I added them to Court of Swords, and I forgot to add them to this one. I'll use them for next time. Anyway, let me roll for these nerds, and then we'll see what happens. Okay. Cultists, cult fanatics.
I should have rolled higher.
Willifert. Okay.
Is initiative a saving throw? No, I'm just kidding.
Let me see. Okay. All right. And as well, I need to roll for the Black Viper, whose identity is totally a secret. Okay. All right.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, the first actors. And I'll put a little blue guy on you, and then Bless. Let's assume that Bless was applied kind of at the top of the
Yeah, I
chain.
just reached out to his ankle, and
Bless his
there.
holy ankle. All right, so it's 10 turns, but we'll put it right after Makari's
Oh, it's
turn.
creatures I can see. Never mind. I just saw both the
Yes.
Viper and this fellow.
Okay, all right. So then the very first is Willifort, who can indeed go after 8's face. So he is going to do so. So Willifort Krell, as he sees you, he actually doesn't have a weapon on him, so he just swings out with his fists, as he did with Jewel. And he's going to try to punch the robot. So here we go.
No.
I roll a 10 on the first attack.
No.
And on the second punch, another 10. So I think he just rings you like a bell, but you don't feel it. He's like punch, but your head is made out of metal, and it doesn't. It's just like
There's just like a dull clanging noise.
Excellent. All right, he punches you in the head twice to no effect. Then the fanatics, they will get to go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is gonna get complicated. Give me a second. I need a spiritual weapon, and I need lots of them. So let's see. I'm just gonna find a random sword token. Let's see here. That's a sword. Phantasmal sword. Badass. Okay, here we go.
This could be a lot of attacks.
Okay, so basically, three spiritual weapons, 3 red, glowing, blood dripping magical swords appear in the air. Blue Jay, how long does spiritual weapon last normally?
I have it
Minute.
here. Spiritual weapon is 1 minute,
Okay.
and it's a bonus action.
Yeah. To cast it, yeah. Okay. All right. So there are now 3. There's 3 of them. 3 spiritual weapons. They appear basically just all around 8, and begin stabbing at him. So let's see. Do I have this set as an attack? I do not. Let me see. Spiritual weapon. Okay, there we go. Okay, so got a 10. I got a 5. Good job, guys. Come on, spiritual weapons. And I got a 16. Okay, all right. So the swords of Asmodeus begin slashing at you to no goddamn effect. Now they can still cast a cantrip, right? In addition to their spiritual weapon.
Sure.
Okay, so three sacred flames. So they begin conjuring the flames of hell and hurling them at you. So if you would like to make a DC 11 save.
Dex.
It is a dexterity save, yes. DC 11 dexterity save.
It's 1.
Okay. Nice. And your macro is already grabbing the bless, so that's cool.
Sure is.
Okay, there's 2. An invincible 8. I like how you walk up the stairs and all of a sudden it's just hellfire and demon swords just fucking shredding all over you, and nothing, just no effect whatsoever.
No.
They just pummel you with spells. Okay, great. The ones that are not like in your 5-foot radius, they will fall back, so that you cannot slash at them. Okay, all right. So that's the fanatics. 8. It is your turn. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 valid targets.
All right. We do this like we're playing a JRPG, and I can see a turn order, which I can. So I kill things that haven't had their turns yet, so they don't get.
Mm-hmm. A wise decision.
This guy here, he's my first target. He's not one of the ones who's acted.
Which guy? This guy?
Yeah. That guy.
Okay. Yeah. He hasn't acted yet.
Sees all these puny cultists and their magic not working, and then it's like turns around. You.
It's Terminator vision, right?
Yeah, like target acquired.
15.
Yeah, 15's a hit.
Chop.
Dead. I need a Wilhelm scream is what I need on my soundboard. Ah! Yeah. So you slash him, maybe like throw him over your head, and he like tumbles down the stairs.
I dodge out of the way.
And I mean, I could shove someone over, but they're just going to stand up again, so it's not really any point.
Okay.
And I can't move from where I am. There's no like spots to move out.
You can move here or here. Oops, that was a sword, right? Because Macaria hasn't, like, no one's filled in the stairwell behind you yet.
Okay, no, I'll stay where I am then and give less people opportunity to get into Macaria.
Okay, all right, Macaria, it is your turn.
I see a bunch of swords, some fire, and I would like to leisurely, with my hand trailing along the stair rail, walk a little bit down the stairs, and then take the dodge action.
Okay, all right. How far back do you want to go?
Probably just like to where like I'm underneath 8, right?
Sure.
So,
yeah. So another like 10 feet or whatever, and you're okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move you over here, but you're technically a floor below 8.
Yes. Like if the stairs were those like metal see-through stairs, I would be looking up at 8's feet.
Okay.
But I'm kind of just listening, and like the Black Viper's somewhere, and I'm just like
skulking in the shadows.
Go ahead.
Yeah, she's not gonna do that. She's not an idiot. Okay, all right. So there's only actually one cultist left, and he hops down behind you, 8, like, haha, now you can't escape, fool. And he takes a swing at you. These guys are morons, but they'll learn. They'll learn their lesson. And he swings at you with a scimitar. And he gets a 16, and his scimitar bounces off of you.
I don't even tell him to block him with my shield. I just let him hit me. It's just like, whatever.
Yeah, I think so. I think he just stabs you in the back with a scimitar, and you don't even notice it. You're just like, it bounces off your armor. Willifort is gonna take a couple more swings at you.
The only dangerous person here.
It gets a 16 and a 15, so you're fine. You're good.
This is ridiculous.
The cult fanatics each get a spiritual weapon attack as a bonus action. Yep. So 1.
To roll the sacred flame things.
No, not yet. I have some other, because now they can actually cast spells, because this is just a bonus action.
Oh.
No hits from the spiritual weapons.
Okay. 16,
12, and 13. Now they are going to, so they're like casting these spells, and Willifort shouts, quickly immobilize him, and 2 of them cast a spell on you. Can you make?
I'm not a person, I'm a robot. It doesn't count.
Can you make a saving throw, please? Wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Yeah. Wisdom save, DC 11. Oh damn! All right, and then here I need to keep track of that I'm casting these. So, and then one more.
Inspiration.
Ooh, there it is. Okay, so the second spell takes effect, holding you in place.
I hate that.
So hold person, a humanoid with paralyzed for the duration. So let me add.
Okay, help. I'm paralyzed. I
Okay.
can't kill
Fine,
anyone
I'm
if
just
I
going
can't
to
move.
run down the stairs to the dragon.
Hang on a second. Okay, so you are held. You get to make another saving throw at the end of your turn, and paralyzed means.
Bad stuff.
And
Bad
yeah,
stuff.
because I played so much of the D&D arcade game as a kid, I just can't help but imagine hold person as like 3 blue rings going wee, wee, wee around you.
Yeah.
So you're incapacitated. Automatically fails strength and dex saves. Attack rolls have advantage against you. Any attack that hits you is a crit.
I don't like that at all.
Okay. All right. I should have done that
Okay,
before
but
I
it's
did all
that
of this.
hits you, right?
Okay. And then that was 2 hold persons. So the last cult fanatic is going to cast inflict wounds
Don't touch me.
at 2nd level. So 20 he hits. He gets a crit. You take 6, 12, 15 necrotic damage.
Ow, 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 ow.
Hold on. Let me see how this works. So it's giving me. I never cast spells because I use monsters. So when I cast it at higher level, and Makari, you can help me with this. It displays 2 different numbers. Do I add all of the numbers together?
Yeah.
For that macro. Oh, okay. So I think you're just toast 8. I think you just drop. Because yeah, it's like 17 plus 16 plus 6 plus 9. So you're just down. So he just reaches out, sneering like, ha ha ha, I've got you now. His hand starts to burn, and he just puts his hand on your chest, and you just like tumble backwards down the stairs.
I really wish I would have finished that spell.
Okay.
Figured out if my god wanted me to die today, but
that's not massive damage, right?
No, not
Oh
even
no,
close.
8 has a lot of hit
I
points.
just want to make sure, because for me, I'd be dead.
Oh yeah, you'd be toast for
My
sure.
squishy bard self would be fucked.
Yeah, it's a lot. Okay, so 8, can you make a death save?
Yes. Yes, I can.
So Makaria, you see 8, tumble backwards onto the stairs. A burning mark on their armor, where this cultist hand has touched them with the flames of hell.
Here it is.
Yeah,
It's
you're still blessed, so you get the blessing on your save.
It's the big 20. It's happening. Here it is.
I mean,
What?
close. Okay, Makaria, it is your turn.
so I see this happen to 8,
Yep.
and I'm like, well, shit. And I would like to run down the stairs as fast as I can, back to where the dragon is.
Turn around and run. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sure. Okay.
I have no spells. I can't heal you. I can spare the dying from a distance. I spare the dying first.
Okay. Sure.
I cast spare the dying.
Boop.
I have a range on it, so I'm just like, well, I mean, unless they try and murder you again, you're fine. Because I'm thinking of you.
Oh yeah, 8. You're unconscious, but you can
honestly-
still make that save against hold person at the end of your turn.
It's honestly out
Yes.
of character for me to remember to do that, but
Yeah, it's
I'm
fine.
doing it anyway.
Okay. Still helps.
So yes, I cast spare the dying as I'm like running down the stairs, like whoop, 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 whoop.
Okay. All right. So you hear chasing you. You hear a cultist run by. He hears you running down the stairs, and he turns, scimitar in hand. There's
Wait,
another
how
one,
did
and
he
he like
Past me.
he comes running down the stairs towards you. But he comes down. You have dark vision, right? So he gets down to the point at which he can't see anymore. He ends his turn, and then the black viper emerges from the shadows and stabs him in the fucking neck. So she has advantage on her first attack. She hits for 7 plus another 46. Okay, 12. All right, this guy dies. So she just he comes running down, walks past you, and he's like, it's dark. Where the hell is she? And then he gurgles on the rapier sticking out of his neck.
Hell yes.
And then he falls down, squirting blood on the floor. And she turns over her shoulder, looking into the darkness, because she can't see you, right? She doesn't have dark vision either. And she says, what, are you just going to run away? Your friend needs help.
Oh, he's fine.
She scowls and she's just like, Robot man, you need better friends. Willifort is pissed. So he hops down the stairs and he's like, that's enough of that. And he comes down far enough, and I'm running out of fucking room here, so I'm just gonna start moving dead guys. He comes down far enough that he sees the Black Viper, and he takes a couple of swings at her. So first swing is a miss. She dodges out of the way. And the second is also a miss. So she's dodging back and forth and avoiding his attacks. The fanatics, how many of these swords can get at her? Probably 2, I think. Like one behind her and then one like fighting next to Willifort. So the other guy's going to let his go. All right, 2 spiritual weapons on her. That's fine. I don't need, y'all can just go get coffee or whatever. I guess I'm fighting this fight with myself now. So that's fine. All right. So 1. Yeah, they can see a square behind her. They have room. And 2, a miss. She gets hit for 4. Okay. So yeah, they have to move first, I guess, to be able to see her. So they move to the top of the stairs there. Okay, and then 8. You don't have to make a death save, but we can assume the hold person lasts until it doesn't. But we'll keep it going just in case you get some hit points. Yeah, go ahead. Roll your save. Oh yeah, she has uncanny dodge too. So okay, you're still held. As well has uncanny dodge, which means, or sorry, evasion. Let's see. Oh, no, here it is. Cunning. Bonus action. Take that. Sneak attack. Evasion. And halves the damage. All right. Okay. So, yeah, I do have to declare it when she takes the damage. So she only takes...
Does she have danger sense?
She only takes 2. She does not. She does not have danger sense. She has a bunch of other rogue abilities. But she doesn't have a barbarian ability. But she could. Yeah. Makaria, it is your turn. You hear Esvel, like, fighting up the stairs. I mean, I guess you can see her if you're not standing too far back.
Cool. I don't care about her.
Okay.
I continue running down the stairs.
Okay.
And I'm yelling, Mr. Dragon, I tried to leave and they tried to kill me.
So 120 feet of stairs, you can get down there in 2 rounds. So you're halfway down the stairs.
Sure.
Shouting. Okay. All right. The cultists are all dead. The regular cultists. Esvel will make her attacks on Willifort. So Willie's hit point, or Willie's AC is 14. Okay, here we go. 1. 2. 3. All right, she hits him twice. This is a very crowded battle. Okay, all right. And now it's his turn. He attacks her. 1, 2. Ugh. Hits her for 9, which is reduced down to 5. Or 4, rather. Okay. All right. She's not looking so good. The cult fanatics get to attack her with the spiritual weapons. 1 and 2. They both miss. The third fanatic, I think, drags 8 up the stairs. Tosses their sword aside, basically like disarms them to make sure that if they come back to life, and I think they don't understand that you're like dying or whatever. They just think they're like they're probably dead. Like this one's been deactivated because you're not a person, right?
Right. Like there's no pulse to begin with.
Right. So they'd have no reason to be like, oh, let's finish the job, and like hack in at you or anything. Make that save, 8, even though
it's the secret most powerful racial. Nobody knows that they should finish you off.
There it is. Okay.
That's my big 20. Oh, shit. Only I'd rather that will come back to life.
So you're no longer held. So let me clear hold person there. Okay, Makaria, you get to the bottom of the stairs.
Mr. Dragon, sir, can I just hang down here until they, leave? I really don't want to. Well, I mean, in some situations, murder's
I just
fine.
love. I just. Makaria negotiating with the lawful goodest of dragons is just my favorite.
So, yeah, make a persuasion check here, Makaria.
It's not deception. Like,
I
she
mean,
doesn't want to die.
You're just
generally.
asking if you can like hang out.
Yeah. Please. No. Thank you. Okay. Bye.
I'm gonna roll just for kicks. Just gonna. Okay. All right.
Okay. Bye.
So they're not around. You just hear nothing. All right. Meanwhile, back upstairs, fighting the good fight. Now that she doesn't have anybody helping her. All right. Attack against Willifort for 8. Attack again for nothing. Attack a third time for 10. All right, 18. She's putting work in. She's doing it. Let's see.
One or 2 points of damage.
Yeah, a little bit here and there. Willifort counterattacks with some punching. Ha-ha! A slam attack for 10. Oh, dear. And then a second slam attack, which is a miss. Oh, boy. Oh, she's not doing so great. I think she probably shouts down the stairs like, I could really use some help.
Blessed death to you.
Wow. God damn, Makaria. If you don't already have it, Makaria, take advantage, you horrible, horrible person. Go ahead and mark inspiration. The fanatics and their spiritual weapons. 1. Which is a hit for 2. Okay.
I mean, yes, she has blessed, but that's like not on.
Okay.
Getting hit.
Yeah. All right, Makaria, it is your turn. What are you going to do?
Well, if the dragon's not answering me, then I'm just going to try and get away from the stairs. So probably just, come around the corner and keep an eye to see if it's the Black Viper or the cultists that end up coming down.
Yeah, so you step around the corner, I think, and you see the old dwarf, and he's just standing there, leaning on his magic stick, and he's like, "So, well, what do you think's gonna happen here exactly?"
I was hoping that they would get tired of murdering and leave.
That's the thing about these evil sorts, and you know that when he's saying this, he means like you too. They don't tend to give up on this sort of bad behavior. They're just gonna keep swinging those knives till all your friends are dead, and then you're gonna be stuck down here with me. Or I'm going to be stuck down here with you, and I can't allow that. You're going to have to go up there sometime. Wouldn't you rather do it while your friends are still alive?
I'd rather do it after I had a nice 8-hour rest, but...
He shakes his head and he says, "You're not going to get a nice rest with their death on your conscience, are you?"
No?
Oh, I didn't think so. Oh, it's hard being the good guy. You have to do difficult things sometimes. Like a heroic run up the stairs to save your friends.
You realize that I have literally almost zero capability of saving them.
That's just quitter talk. And he points the staff at you and he says, "You have to believe in yourself."
Oh no, believe in the heart and your friends. Oh no.
Really? That's your argument. You have to believe in yourself.
He nods and he says, "Well, it's certainly better than believing in a dead god."
You can either let me stay down here or you can kill me yourself. I'm not going up that staircase.
He shakes his head. He says, "I don't want to kill you."
I didn't think so.
"But you can't stay down here. It's against the rules."
Just give me a moment.
And he nods, and he says, "I hope you make the right decision soon."
Or what?
You hear a scream from upstairs as the Black Viper fights for her life. So, let's see here. Hit for 10. She's attacking. Hit for 6. Well, it's a good turn for the Black Viper. And I think that's a hit too. Let's see. Yeah, and a hit for 8. Oh, did she beat him? Let's see. 10, 6. Oh, by 1 hit point. Okay, so you hear her. Her scream starts as like fear, right, and then becomes like, "No, fuck this, and fuck you, and fuck your stupid god." And there's the like wet sound of blood on stone, and you hear her like shrieking basically as she like goes ham on this dude with her sword. The cult fanatics continue their spiritual weapon onslaught. So let's see how this turn goes. 1 and 2. 1 hit on her for exactly enough. Right afterwards, the sword of Asmodeus pierces her chest, and she falls to the ground. And downstairs, the dragon looks at you and he says, "All there's going to be when you're done, if you wait down here, is corpses. And I know how much you think you like those." I mean, even the uncanny dodge won't save her, right? She had 1 hit point. I guess she had, let's see, she has 7. So, oh yeah, okay, the dodge saves her. So it's not a final blow. So she has 3 hit points. Okay. All right. Makaria, you have 1 more chance to go give her some more hit points. Or I guess it's too late. Like, she's already at the stairs.
I have no spells. I can't give her more hit points.
Mm-hmm.
All I can do is, like, I could kill her. I mean, what do you want me to do?
That's
like,
okay. Yeah.
I
Grant her
can't.
blessed death rather than being sent to hell or whatever by these Asmodeus cultists.
How far is she up the stairs?
I mean, she's 2 rounds up. You spent all this time running downstairs.
Yeah, I did. The dragon's trying to talk me into being a good person, and I'm literally just like filing my nails. I don't care.
Yeah.
I can't do anything.
Okay. So, with no other recourse, the Black Viper leaps over the corpse of her enemies, runs to the top of the stairs, and starts fucking swinging. So she's going to attack the nearest cultist. I got nicer. I got to make concentration saves against myself. So she gets 5 on this guy. And then he needs to make a saving throw, which is con... And it's 10 or half the damage or something. Okay, so the weapon stays. Attacks again, which is a miss. Oh, no, that's a hit for 10. And then a crit. Nice. Okay. So 10. I make that fucking save again.
Yeah, spiritual weapon is not concentration.
Oh, it's not. Okay, great. Thank you. And then another 6. Okay, all right. So let's see, that was 33 minus 15 minus 6. Yep, okay. All right, she has done her turn. The fanatics surround her with swords. And they all, 2 of them attack. So let's get rid of that sword. Okay, all right. 2 spiritual weapon attacks. There's 1. And 2. Miss and a miss. And then 1 melee or 2 dagger melee attacks. Hit for 6, which she reduces down to 3, which doesn't matter. Now she's down. Okay. All right. So the other fanatic, I guess, who didn't use his action will grab her body and drag her over here. All right. Makaria, just hanging out downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm waiting at the corner to see like who comes down.
All right.
Like, or if anyone comes down, right? Like,
yeah. I think at this point there's only 3 of them left, and they have 2 more prisoners. I'm going to. So we cut to upstairs, and they're. This is great. So there's 3 of them. They've got Esvel, and because they're just henchmen, they don't take her mask off because they are respecting the conventions of superhero fiction. So they're not just like, who is this? Haha, we've revealed the secret. They know it's not their job. They
Only
can't.
Victorio Castellanter or
Exactly.
whatever.
Later, she's gonna wake up tied to a chair with her mask still on, and one of the Castellanders will be like, let's find out who you are. Then they're gonna get a headbutt in the face, then some karate action. Yeah, it'll be a whole thing. So I think the one that was going through your stuff, 8. Do you have anything worth stealing? Do you have anything that the cultists would take from you?
Let
me look at your. Can I go through your inventory? Do you mind?
Yeah,
Okay.
Not really. I've got smith's tools, weaver's tools, portable ram if they can carry it.
Okay.
Sledgehammer, climber's kit.
So many weapons.
A lot of weapons.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think there's nothing there's nothing like they couldn't just find in the player's handbook here. So
No,
yeah.
I don't even have a single piece of gold to my name.
They take your shovel. So they
the shovel.
Yeah, I think the cultists, keeping in with the way I've been playing them, I think 2 of the cultists lift the unconscious, multiply stabbed black viper. And they're like, they get her and they're gonna take her out. She's a valuable, they've got Batman, right? So they take her, and the fanatic that was going through your stuff gets up, like brushes his robes off, looks at you like, well, like it's dead, so fuck it, right? And then
carrying a 600-pound 8 out of the fucking.
Well, no, the question wasn't to carry you, but whether to just like hack you into pieces, right? Like finish the job. But they don't know that they haven't already. I think that's reasonable. So they, I think they just look kind of like sadly at their friends, like, oh well, like this is what you get. They're with Asmodeus now. And then they fuck off to the GM lair. So let me return you 8. So it sounds to you, Makaria, we cut back downstairs. And actually let's take our break here, and then we'll intercut with Rin elsewhere, and you can think about what you want Makaria to do. But basically the dragon is gonna be like, listen, honey, you need to change your ways. Let's talk. We'll have a nice moralizing from this dragon. Yeah, when we get back. So don't go anywhere. Lots more Roll20 presents Waterdeep Dragon Heist when we get back.